This is the story of Lena, a 12-year-old girl, and her mother Noreen, living in a small trailer park somewhere in the United States. Noreen worked 3 jobs: cleaning a school in the morning, stacking shelves at a grocery store in the evening, taking care of an elderly woman at night. She never complained, because her only dream was simple. My daughter will study. She will become someone I never had the chance to be. They were poor, really poor. But Noreen's eyes always carried a quiet light. The light called Lena. One morning, Lena went to school with an empty lunchbox. Noreen was so exhausted the night before that she couldn't prepare anything. When Lena sat in the cafeteria, a girl asked, "So what do you have for lunch today?" Lena quickly hid her empty box and said, "Nothing. I'm not hungry." She wasn't lying because she wasn't hungry. She was lying because she was ashamed. She didn't want anyone to know how hard her mother was struggling. She watched other kids eat, and her little heart quietly broke that Noreen's health was getting worse. Too much work, too little rest. Her body was slowing down, but she refused to show weakness. One night, Lena noticed her mom's shoes. The soles were completely worn out, almost torn open. She softly said, "Mom, can't you buy new shoes?" Noreen smiled. "Not yet. Baby, we need to get your books first." Lena didn't say a word. She knew her mother never bought anything for herself. Lena's birthday was coming soon. Noreen hugged her and said, "This year, I'll bring you something special." Lena smiled, but she knew her mom didn't have the money. Still, Noreen worked even more shifts. Maybe she skipped meals. Maybe she slept less. But she wanted her daughter's birthday to feel normal. Lena's birthday was coming soon. Noreen hugged her and said, "This year, I'll bring you something special." Lena smiled, but she knew her mom didn't have the money. Still, Noreen worked even more shifts. Maybe she skipped meals. Maybe she slept less. But she wanted her daughter's birthday to feel normal. A day before the birthday, Noreen had an extra long shift. She returned home at 3 a.m. It was raining, cold wind everywhere, but she was holding a small birthday cake close to her chest so it wouldn't get wet. Her hands were shaking. Her feet slipped on the wet ground, but she kept moving. She entered the trailer quietly. Lena was sleeping. Noreen kissed her daughter's forehead and whispered, "Tomorrow is your day, baby." After that, she went to the kitchen to prepare Lena's birthday lunchbox. There was barely anything left in the kitchen, but she managed to make a tiny sandwich, the last bit of food in the house. And then, as she stood up, her legs gave out. Her body finally collapsed from exhaustion. Noreen fell to the floor, still holding the lunchbox in her hand. Morning came. Lena woke up and called out, "Mom!" Silence. She walked into the kitchen, and her breath stopped. The birthday cake, the tiny sandwich, her mom lying unconscious on the floor. Lena screamed, "Mom, wake up, please." Neighbors rushed in. An ambulance arrived. At the hospital, doctors said she collapsed from extreme exhaustion and hunger. Noreen hadn't eaten properly for days, so her daughter could. When Noreen finally opened her eyes, the first thing she looked for was Lena. With a weak smile, she whispered, "Baby, I made your birthday lunchbox." Lena burst into tears. "Mom, I don't want anything. I just want you." Noreen wiped her tears, her voice trembling. "Promise me you will study. Promise me you won't live the life I lived." Lena held her mother's hand tight. "I promise, Mom. I promise." A tear rolled down Noreen's face. She looked at her daughter one last time, and with a peaceful smile, she closed her eyes. Forever. That moment changed Lena's life. She studied with every drop of strength she had. She earned scholarships, entered a great college, and eventually found a good job. With her first salary, she bought a pair of shoes, the same kind her mother could never afford. She went to her mother's grave, placed the shoes there, and whispered, "Mom, I fulfilled your dream."